Hello everybody, hello. Can anyone hear me? Welcome. Alright, hold on, just adjusting something real quick. Definitely tell me in the chat if I am too loud or if the background music is too loud. I will try to fix it as soon as possible before the stream starts. And also, if you're watching this later, from the VOD, definitely. Oh, hi Bunny. I got a fish. Welcome. Yeah, hello. I think it's Slokai, right? I believe it's Slokai. So, but yeah, if you're watching this later, from the recordings, all of the timestamp for everything I'm gonna be talking about today will be pinned in the comments or will be in the description. So just check there if you're watching this later, just to skip to the place that you want to see. And let me show myself now. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I was just checking something real quick. Just to make sure everything is good, alright? Just want to make sure everything is good. So, alright. Oh, hold on. I haven't started moving yet. Alright, 1 second. So, hold on, wrong one. Even though it's buff, but I don't know if it's gonna stay relevant for a while. Oh, we'll see. So far, from how I tested, it actually has been pretty not bad actually. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Yeah, 1 second. My bad. Just want to make it. Alright, there you go. Hold on, wait. Can I make it more? No, I couldn't. Alright. There you go. Alright, awesome. Okay, so today we're gonna be going over the new buffs for the character or for the Mecha Marshal in the Iron Saga Patlabor collab. Oh, Snake, hello, welcome. And we're also gonna be talking about the new pet that just got added in. I think it's called Elytra, I believe. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it exactly. But we're gonna start with Marshal first. And wait, why is Deer Soccer? Wait, hold on. Why is Deer Soccer? The well, never mind. All right, here it is. Yeah, we're gonna be going over it. Yeah, Hana. I'm actually gonna put the chat under the phone. So there you go. So we have a clear view for the phone. All right. I just want to make sure. Oh, hold on. The music is looping in a different music. Yeah, but my bad. Hopefully all is good now. I'm gonna put the music Blue Sky on the back. Tell me if you want to change it. Leave a repeat. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's start. So Marshal. Pretty sure everyone who has been playing Iron Saga EN has not familiar with it, but have probably seen this one before, and a lot of people probably have heard a rumor of it, being not as good compared to a lot of, newer units, mainly because, a lot of his problem being, very bad accuracy, despite being very powerful, and just compared to a lot of other units, just doesn't feel as strong as I guess it just isn't the best at anything, right? So let's have an in-depth look on how this, what this unit can actually do, and I'm pretty sure it'll surprise you because this unit can really dish out a lot more damage than you thought before. But there is also some glaring flaws that he has even after the buff, and we're gonna go over them as well. So let's see if we can find the in 1 second. We're gonna look at how it plays before the we're gonna look at how it plays before the thing real quick. So let me okay, yeah, this is a bit difficult. Hold on. There you go. Okay. There you go. But yeah, hi, welcome. And then I'm gonna be answering questions. I'll try to answer as much questions as possible, but I'm probably gonna be answering questions after I finish explaining everything, so I can just keep my mind on it. So, alright, how many people are there? 11 people. Welcome. Yeah. Let's hold on. Let me close this real quick, and then let me go back to my phone. There you go. So this is Marshal before it was This is Marshal before it was It's not bug. This is Marshal before it was patched. Yeah. There you go. So let's see how Marshal is, and I'm gonna put the chat under. So as you can see, extremely slow grenade. Extremely slow grenade. This looks fine. Like the beams on it is these moves are actually few of the strongest move that it have. Even after the buff, and of course this move, its ultimate is probably one of the strongest move in the game. If it connects, it is probably the strongest move in the game, which I'm gonna show you later as well. So, and he's doing his usual just dodging. And one of the good thing about those is it will dodge as it shoots. So this is also really good. And as you can see right here, see the glaring weakness is I try to change target just to see, because usually for other units, for example, if you use Dankoga, right? If you just change unit, it will immediately hit onto other enemy. But look at this one. Look at it. This is before the buff, and it just straight up miss. So, of course, that doesn't work on the thing. And this problem also exists for the grenade as well. So if the unit is moving, the grenade will actually not be able to track the unit that is what's called that is moving. So we're gonna look at more of it. So just again, that's hitting a steel target, and even then, if you look closely, right, only one of them actually hit. The other one kind of just passed by. And look at this one. Look at this one. The moment you kill something, right? If it is Dankoga or if it is Breaking Dawn, it's gonna. Well, it kind of did target, but look what happens. whatever that is. But as you can see, one of the good thing about it is, see, immediately, the immediately when you get attacked, he's able to use his move. And one of the really good thing about it is while he's dodging, he can also be attacking. And then you might think that this little beam might not be as strong as you thought, but okay, this everything he has or everything Marshal has are actually pretty powerful. And if you look at his stats, you can also see why. So that's all damage. So again, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so this is probably the best example of let me wait. Can I not know my phone? There you go. This is probably the. There you go. So watch this closely, right? Watch it closely as it shoots. Oh, oh no, yeah, my bad. Let me reconnect my phone. Let me just check out the chats real quick. AI is a problem. Yeah, AI is definitely a problem. Which my bad. Alright. There you go. Alright. So you see, as it is, so this is probably one of the biggest problems when it comes to PvP as well. So see, it dodges it, and not here. Yeah, there you go. So see, he's gonna use his thing, but because this guy's moving, for some reason he Marshal just been hitting. It's questionable, and everybody, when it's getting released, everybody is just being crapping on this kind of AI. But yeah, I do think it's a bug and not really like it's not intended to be this way. So, alright, let's go back to the small YuYu. Yeah, hello, welcome. So we're going over. This is pre-buff, so this is pre-buff, right? So this is pre-buff. This is not buffed yet. And again, you see the slow grenade. In PvP, this is not gonna hit anyone. Like, this is just not gonna hit anybody. That was a good shot in it, but it was made because I was also dragging it as well. So yeah. So that's one of the example, which I think is enough so far. Let's go back here. So now, right now, this is supposed to be the buff version. And let's see how it performs. Let's see how it performs compared to how it was. The slow grenade, the slow everything. So So this is buffed, right? As you can see, immediately, extremely fast grenade that can finally hit stuff, you know, in PvP as well. I mean, of course, he's trying to hit a aircraft at the moment, which, you know, which they're not damaged. But if they're hitting the ground unit, yeah, there you go. And it can, oh, and if you guys wondering what the little gas that is near, like for example, I wish I can slow it down, but if you guys will look closely, you'll see that little gas around it, those are actually attack downs. So one of the biggest thing about this unit is it also double as a debuffer, making enemies attack when go down by, I believe, is 35%. So I think it's a pretty good one, which anyway, yeah, just I guess, yeah, and especially with him able to keep on just dishing out the grenades, I would say the opponents will be constantly doing not the fullest damage against your teams. So, and you guys can see that the how do you say, the disarm effect is also, there you go, yeah, the disarm effect is also in progress, which is another debuff, you know, making the enemy not be able to use his AS or attack. And but however, I would say the duration is a bit low compared to say like I really wish it's more like I really wish the duration will be much longer, so it will actually do an impact in, say, PvE or in both PvP and PvE. Because right now, although it looks cool and it might be able to screw with your opponent's AI a little bit, it doesn't really hurt them, I guess, that much. Okay, well, see, even after the buff, the final attack is still a bit difficult to connect sometimes, but it works league better on a unit that is moving, so, which is a huge improvement. Never mind. I mean, but you can see he's trying though. You can see he's trying to turn to the enemy that he is shooting, and it might also be because he's a plane, therefore it is a bit difficult for him to hit. Which I'm pretty sure there'll be a patch soon that will also buff its that will also further improve its final damage, it'll further improve its final attack, or his final ult's accuracy. But one of the reason why, oh, Yu, so much for calling Yu. But yeah, hold on. Then put it down real quick. I wish that they make Marshal more agile and aggressive than RM. That's true. That is true. But you have to know that Marshal can do so much more things compared to or I mean, it's not so much more things, but it can. I guess they do different job, right? They do different job. Marshal, I would say Marshal can dish out enough damage or as much damage as Arham, but requires a bit of RNG on, you know, being able to hit the opponent's first. Because if you guys so although the final move is hard to hit, it actually does, so it actually does 30 times 400. So that's, so how much damage is that? Yeah, 30 times 400. So for example, if we go to Dankoga, right? If we go to Dankoga, the highest damage I believe was 300 times 12. With 300 times 12, which actually is as strong as which I believe actually is as strong as a burst can. Or I mean, it does, you know, 600 less damage, but you know, at that point, you know, so what, right? At that point, it's whatever. But one of the biggest reasons why it might be so difficult to hit is because if you do hit the final move, it'll be the strongest offensive move in the game, because it just does so much damage. It's 15. It's 30 times 400. 30 times 400. I can't math. That's 27,000 damage. I think. Yeah, 20,000. 27,000 damage. without a buff. With a buff. So hold on. Let me show you what happened. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is I am currently running a test account on Iron Saga, so that's why his name is No Man C. And I'm being told this is not, or this does not represent. Hold on, I need to go check this again. So hold on, I need to go check the thing. So yeah, give me 1 second. So yeah, I'm running a test account right now, and just need to say this thing. Yeah, so it's a one-off account only for showcasing the new content for this update, and this account will be disabled after the live stream. And then what else? Yeah, and I believe it says, yeah, everything on that account is for the live stream, and the setup and everything on the account does not reflect Iron Saga official stance. So yeah, don't worry. So this account is not my account. It's just a test account for this live stream. So just I've got to say this. So just need to add this on real quick. So yeah. Weapon at 6-star. Yes, weapon at 6-star. Well, weapon at 6-star as in like, okay. So in the patch notes, it did said that they have fixed the action, but it did say that it has fixed action, but still, I would say still have the weapon real quick, or have the weapon. Actually, we can test it right now. In fact, we can test it. Yeah, I'm gonna test it in a bit after I showcase Marshal. So you'll see. Cause in the patch note, it clearly says that it has fixed animation. So I'm not sure if it's like if you use the action, then it will use a bullet, or it will just not use the action because you don't have the bullet. So yeah, it has stated in the patch note, which I'm gonna show you the patch note right now. So 1 second. But if you go onto the Iron Saga official, you guys can actually see this. So for example, so the changes optimized currency, which we just saw, chassis law enforcement enhancement, which I forgot to say this. So you know the disarm effect, right? As they are influenced with the disarm effect, the enemy will also be dealt extra damage by depending on how high the enemy's HP depending on how high the current or the target's current HP is, and higher the HP, the more damage that it will deal. I want to say that as well. So I don't think it actually showed in the attack will inflict disarm upon damage and deals collateral. I mean, well, it did say deal collateral damage. It does say that, but basically it'll be based on how high the damage. The extra damage will be based on how high his current target's Marshal's current target is the HP. So the third one is the one that you might be asking about. So the charge star shooting when weapons are not available. So again, I'm not sure if this means it will shoot the actions, or it will just not use the action at all after you upgrade the actions. So just to be safe, I will say upgrade the weapons first. Yeah. So alright, what else? Alright, so I guess that's all, right? That's all for the precursor. Alright, I guess let's go into the let's go in depth into this unit. So let's start from the stats. So the stats 6,800, not the highest from the new unit, which is pretty balanced. Actually, HP is on the lower side compared to a lot of the new releases. 100 velocity and 100 weight. It's not bad it's pretty average compared to the new releases. So I would say nothing is wrong there. Do really wish there's more HP, I guess, or more HP would be nice, of course. But considering it is a long range combat unit, I don't really think it is necessary. So for the chassis feature, the first one, long scale anti-riot. The closer the target, the higher the final defense stats are. The farther the target, the higher the final damage dealt. Up to 25% cannot be stacked. So this one you do need to pay attention to one thing though. Is the closer to the target, So the target is the current Marshal target. So if your target is very far away and there's an enemy right by Marshal, then you will get the final damage buff because your target is very far away. But so basically, if there's someone trying to melee Marshal, but the damage, but what's called the Marshal target is across the map. That means when he's getting hit, he will not have the defense. Marshal will not have the defense buff, which is not, so that kind of makes it well, how do you say? So the final damage is good. The final damage is good, especially in PvE. But I really think the defensive one is I don't know, man. It's like, I think it could have been better. Like, it's definitely a good thing that it has this, but I really think that they really should have had, like, if there's unit close by Marshal, then there will be a 21% damage increase. Because if you guys don't know, right, a lot of Marshal's attacks doesn't have hitboxes in the at very close range. So basically, it's kind of helpless if an enemy does get into close range with Marshal, and if enemy does get into close range with Marshal and it doesn't have the final defense stat buff, which is not really, which in today's PvP is not really, the final defense buff isn't even really that good. It's extremely hard for it to survive. So really wish it is, if units is nearby, then the final damage is increased, but the final damage they'll increase by 21%, depending on how far the enemy is very good. Because 21% final damage, that is damage. Like that is really strong. And of course, we just saw the attacks will inflict disarmor upon enemy and deal collateral damage. This skill is really good, especially in both settings, which in both PvP and PvE settings, as it actually works against poster bosses, which any interruption against poster bosses will be pretty good. The effect is minor, like it's probably only happen for about half a second to maybe a second at best, but it is still interruption, which can screw the enemy's AI. Or in PvE, it can give time for for defense breaking, or for your other CCs to create openings for your melee or for your defense breaking to do damage, basically. So it's not a bad move. But if you compare both of these chassis to Tekkaman's chassis, it's I would say it could have been better. Like, it really could have been better. And I really do think they didn't notice it, and there has been buff in both NC and JP. So we'll see if this chassis get buffed sooner or later. But so far, so far it's good. And I don't really talk bad about it, because there's not really if you look at this chassis, there's not really a bad thing about this chassis. It's just compared to the recent releases, it could have been a lot stronger. Especially since it is a collab unit. But again, the best thing about this chassis is probably the 29% damage increase. And then now we'll go to the weapons. So if you go to the weapon, right, a lot of them might seem a little bit weak at first, but if you really count the damage, it's kind of insane on how strong its weapon is. So a secondary armament does 200 damage times 6. 200 damage times 6. That is not a small number. Like, that could be as strong as a unit, or that could be the strongest move from a VTuber unit on a weaker side. So if you really look down on Marshals, yeah, we have somewhat 300 times 6, 300 times 6, 500 times 5, and that's landmines as well. The busting beam 300 times 10. It does have a 10-second cooldown, but yeah. So 400 times 3. Yeah, if you really look at what's it called, at Marshal's weapons, it really like it's really powerful, especially when you compare to some other units. Yeah, that if you compare to some other modern units. I'm pretty sure you can compare this to Tekkaman, and I think you'll stand out pretty much. Oh, and for the bottom two, right? For the strike railgun. For these two, you guys don't really need to or it is what's it called? It is a weapon, but it doesn't show up in the test because it is from the what's it called? These weapons are only there for the railgun particle storm. And which is why it does 400 damage, right? It does 400 damage, and it also, yeah, it does 400 damage times 30 because the ult shoots 30 of them. So, yeah. Oh god, there's so many, so many texts. So yeah, and if you go into test, right? Some of these guns can kill one of their the dummies quite fast, especially with their long reload time, or especially with his fast reload time. And now we go to the unique abilities. The bursting sniper cannons, 7 second. This is the only way, or yeah, this action is the only way that they can shoot the bursting sniper cannon. Personally, I don't really like this move because it's kind of laggy, and it's also not that accurate. And the damage is not, ideal. Because it's 400 times 3 is actually one of his weakest weapon. And I just think that, could have been made stronger. Like, maybe if they increase the weapon's, attack by 200 more, so for example, it will become 600 times 3. I think that would be pretty good. But, I do think it will help if you somehow run out of every single weapon. And you need to use the sniper, or if the unit is far away and you don't have a far away weapon immediately, then you can use it. But it is there, and it is 7 seconds. Therefore, it shouldn't be because that a lot of time, right? A lot of time, a fast reload weapon and a fast reload action might screw with the AI because the AI will just keep on doing the same weapon over and over again. But this one is 7 seconds, meaning it will not use it that often. It will only use it probably during the situation when Marshal needs to do this. Block R2 is not bad. It's a defensive skill. Side evade and shoot backflip shoot. Okay, so these two evasion skills are very, very powerful because these two evasion skill actually uses the two, I believe is the two secondary armament, and especially the side one. The side one shoot both of them out at once, so that's 6 times 200 times 6 and 300 times 6 onto one enemy. So that's a huge damage while evading, which is which is probably one of his better move, or one of his strongest move. Or probably one of the best evade in game as well, because side evade in game and side evade and shoot, and its cooldown is only 2.4 seconds. For the backslash one, okay, so for the backflash and shoot, this one is more of a counter than the evasive maneuver because this thing will only trigger when they are melee. If he's not melee, then it will only use the side evade one, which is fast enough. But really wish side evade, or really wish the backflash can also be used when there's projectile coming to you, say from the side. I think that'll be pretty good as well. Because that means it will have 2 evasive ability. That means it can just keep on shooting and dodging at the same time. So yeah, so basically you have a 1 melee dodge and 1 bullet dodge. The block, in today's meta, block and defense up how do you say, it's really oof. like, it's, you can forget it kind of exists here, because yeah, blocking and defensive skills in today's meta is really it's hard to make a unit survive with just these. So, alright, so now to the grenades. So grenades, both of these got buff. One is 5 second and one is 10 second. Again, both of these grenades, the EMP grenades have much better range. The smoke grenades range is a bit on the smaller side, but both of them does good debuff on the enemy, which is you know, lowering their attack by 35%. It will be pretty good in, for example, if you know, in today's meta, right? In today's meta, a lot of time is just a hodgepodge. Like, basically, everyone will be together in a huge chaos ball of just the melee just whacking each other and the DPS doing damage, right? And if Marshal was able to throw a grenade inside of that chaos of a ball, then it can basically 35% damage. That means they'll be doing close to almost only half of the damage to your tanks. That means, yeah, I'm not really how to say it, because yeah, damage reduction is pretty strong, especially in a team game where your tank can just overpowers the enemy's tank, as they are just doing solo damage to the to your tanks. So, and plus it is an EMP grenade. That means it will also do some minor CC to the enemies. If it caught multiple enemies, then it might be game over for them, because they might be just chain locked until they explode. For the smoke grenade, the smoke grenade is a bit it does have a faster cooldown, but the smoke grenade only does 1 second of the attack down, which I mean, at least it still have it. And it is usually a follow up for the EMP grenade. So basically, the EMP grenade will throw the EMP, stuns everyone, and give them 5 seconds of the attack debuff, and they'll follow up with a smoke grenade, which you know, they couldn't move because they couldn't move from the EMP. They're gonna be hit by the smoke grenade again, and which will add 1 more second to the attack debuff. So yeah, and the chain shooting, that one is the one where it just kind of like combines gun and it shoots a big gun, similar to Dankola. And it's probably one of his more, I want to say, this is his best move. It's his most consistent move. So usually this move will hit, and usually this move will do a lot of damage compared to his, you know, ultimate. His ultimate, although it is the best move in the game, it's the strongest move in the game, but it might miss. But this move won't miss, and this move will most likely hit your opponents, and mostly will also hit multiple targets. And it's also have a quite fast cooldown. So yeah, 13-second cooldowns. It can just blast its enemies. It might be his main damage as well if his ult just misses twice. So, fusion grenade is basically a nuke that just throws. It has 3 grenades. It's basically a nuke that can throw into the enemies. It covers almost half of the map, as we have seen in the gameplay. Really good. It's a really good interruption as well. So that this, if you really count down to it, this unit really have everything, right? This unit have CCs. This unit can do damage. This unit can dodge. This move, I mean, I would say the only this move can interrupt. This move can debuff. This move can I mean, why did I keep on saying this move? Yeah, this mech can debuff. This mech can interrupt. This mech can do damage. This mech can just CC and everything. He can do everything except for making himself survive. Probably. Yeah, he can do everything except for make himself survive. So, but yeah, and fusion grenade, really good. Sometimes you might be able to win a game just by this. If every unit in your enemy team gets hit, then all of them might not be able to move for a while and will be just gained on by your enemies or by your units. Oh, Okay, so now for the final X ultimate move. This is probably the most controversial move because you know it is the strongest move in the game, but it is also the most inconsistent move that this unit have. However, if you do get this hit, you can potentially one-shot something. So, let me see how many people is here, right? 30 people. Alright, so yeah, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you a video, right? I'm gonna show you guys a video on just a showcase on what this guy can do. So allow me to showcase something real quick. It's a video on Bilibili that someone made, which I think truly proves on how strong that move is. Basically it's 5 seconding it's 5 seconding the give me 1 second. I'm opening up the video because I think because these people, right? These people are the travel organs. So imagining killing people, killing someone in 5-star. And I'm mostly just showing this because I want to show you guys how strong it is for hold on, where is it? How do I open up Nani? How do I open up there you go. Yeah, so we're gonna open up this and we're gonna watch it real quick. There you go. So watch this, right? So this is Shamash Travel Origin boss, and we're actually gonna do one. So this is his setup. This is his setup. He actually had a fist, which I'm gonna talk about this later as well. I mean, this is not really a traditional, poster setup or Travel Origin setup. This is more of a but what's done. Done. 5 seconding. Yeah, 5 seconding just to show you guys how strong this final move is and what it can enable. 5 seconding the 5 seconding the travel origin bosses. Yeah, I mean of course if it hits. So alright. Let's go. Let's put this down again. Oh, hold on. I probably put it over the chat, right? So hold on a second. Probably gonna let me just show this again. So again, travel origin boss. 5 seconding the 5 seconding the travel origin boss. So yeah. Oh my bad. Game. Alright, there you go. Oh, hold on. Let me Alright. Coming back 1 second. Come back to my phone. Alright. And I'm gonna just further showing you guys how strong the thing. This is again pre-buff. So this is pre-buff, right? This is pre-buffed. Yeah. This is pre-buff Marshal. See, one hit. Look how much damage it does. One hit from one of this bullet. 1,100 plus some little damage here. And now imagine how many? Yeah, now imagine 30 of them. So that's, hold on, how much damage is that? If you do 30 times 1,000. 30 times 1,000 and 100. That's a lot of damage. So, but yeah, considering they fixed the kind of loose. Sorry if I'm speaking too fast. Definitely tell me if I should change anything. So, but yeah, this should be good for the pilot or the unit. What's called the unit overview. I guess the unit overviews, and as we can see, the buff just buff the grenade speed that launch at, and also buff or it didn't like it buffed the accuracy. It did buff the accuracy, but it's not there yet. Almost there. As long they just need a little bit better tracking, and then it'll be golden. And then it'll be OP, I guess. Cause yeah, that move will be the strongest move in that move will be the strongest move in the game. So but yeah, almost there, almost there. Accuracy is almost there, and of course, added on the extra damage dealt to her HP. That one is also a good addition. Yeah, it's also a good addition. I don't exactly know how much the damage is. Like, I assume if you are at max HP, then that'll probably do a lot of damage. But we'll see. Because I don't see them being a big determinant factor in PvP, but it should be a very big determinant factor in PvE. Because in PvE, in the posters, sometimes the bosses the boss's health will be pretty high. And what else? What else? Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, and again yeah, that's right. I need to show. I'm gonna show later. I'm gonna show the 5-star action later, or near the end, because I don't think that's actually, you know what? I'm just showing now. So screw it. So let's try it. Let's see if it will happen again. Let's see if it will. I forgot to show. Yeah, hold on. I forgot to show what happened before. So what happened if you? So before if you only activate. Before if you only activate this, right? Before you only activate this, then this will happen. It's gonna. Yeah, see, he will try to shoot his. He'll try to use his action, but nothing happens, and it will just get pulled back, and is not able to move for a little bit until he uses his things again. So this is what happens when you don't retroph it, or when you don't activate weapon first, and you activate the action first. So, and then now let's see what happens. So now it's the same thing. The action is being now the action is being upgraded, but not the weapon. And let's see if it does the same thing. Alright, you see, again, just seeing how strong see, oh, I mean, I do have a build on. Alright, it's, the accuracy, you see, I mean, he is trying, you see, he's trying to, he is trying to fish for it, so, so, at least some points there, he is trying to fish for it. But again, if you guys see this, right, that's really high damage, one hit KO. See, he's trying to fish. You see again. He's trying to fish for it. He is trying. So just let Marshal learn for a little bit. Pretty sure the next buff, he's gonna be hitting. Actually, holy crap! That's a 3,000 damage. Hold on, that's a 3,000 damage grenade. Do you guys see that? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see. How strong this unit will be in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you just activate weapons now, it will just not shoot the weapon. So yeah, it will just not shoot the weapon. So I guess it's safe to do the guns now, but I do think still going for weapon first is safer, just in case, right? Just in case. All right, let's try to do a Let's try to do a Let's try to do a PVE build first. So this is my PvE build, and I'm gonna touch upon why I use this fist. So if you actually look at Marshals, right, despite it having no melee units, he has 2 5-star fists for some reason. Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even know. I think they put it just for it to be able to be buffed for this, and I guess, yeah, see again. I think the dev know exactly what they're doing. They know this skill is very good, so they want us to further buff it to make this the strongest skill ever. As this one, although it does have any melee attack, it does increase. Yeah, when using ult actions, attack plus 45%. This effect doubles when using X ult. So that means when he is using his final attack, it will be a plus 80. It'll be a plus 90% plus all the other parts that it has. So insane damage, and pretty sure, yeah, there's no hiding it. Them adding these 2 fists here is definitely just for that. So yeah, and I believe it busts everything, right? Yeah, when using yeah, when using alt actions. Actually, hold on. This test out real quick. This actually tested out real quick. When using alt actions. So when using alt actions, does it buff immediately? Or like does it buff with all the? I think it does because it went to 200. It went to 200% for a bit. If I see it correctly. And of course, I'm using machine overclock money because you want this railgun to be finishing to finish the reload or to finish the cooldown as fast as possible. So um when the match is started for both PvP and PvE, right? You can immediately start use or you'll be closer to using your railgun particle storm. See, because the more railgun particle storm that you use in a match, the better. So, and then and you don't want to use this one where it will not benefit your other weapon. So Marshal I think is better because it also increases final damage by 1.8% for every weapon it has. And there's a bunch of useless weapons. For example, these two, right? Why is these two here? It's currently for matching. Is currently for the Majin core because these two weapons actually couldn't be shoot by itself. It needs to have the final ultimate move to be able to shoot. So they're here just to be buffed by or just to improve the effectiveness of Majin core. Same as these two. These two is more of these two is here more of because of this. But yeah. Alright, so let's try it. So this is my build for this is my build for PV at least from what I can found on this account. I don't think it's too far off on the basic idea of how to build this. And I would say how you build this is any range pilot that or if you how do you say, if you're a new player, right? Then I would say any pilot, any range pilot that doesn't focus on a certain units. For example, Lizalot won't be good on this because Lizalot focus a lot on secondary armament, and you probably wouldn't want to use Philo on it because Philo focuses more on main augment. So basically, any range unit or any pilot that have universal range skills, say Becca's, say Wood. I really think, or Bursting as well. Bursting will do pretty well in this one as well. Anything that have a general power, you can use it. But if you want, I guess, more of a end game. If you're more of an end game player, then you probably can go for Wesley, like the top tier, the quote unquote top tier, the top tier pilots. I'll get into PvP later, but let's go for PvE first, and let's see how it performs in poster bosses. Oh, perfect timing. And again, I hope I'm talking okay. I feel like I'm talking too fast, or I feel I might be too nervous, but I'm not knowing it. I hope I'm not starting too much, because I remember last stream I was starting a lot. So, I apologize for that. And yeah, oh, hold on. Let's put on a better skin real quick. Hold on a second. Let's put on a better skin on other things. I mean, she is cool again. She's very cool, but we want a more irons are you know what? This one should do. Yeah, we want a more exposed skins. Alright, let's try. Oh, Blackjack. Blackjack should be a really good test. And let's see how it functions. Let's see how it does. But I do know that Blackjack, if you use AS, then alright. So see, he got disarm again. The disarm is very quick, therefore you almost couldn't see the effect from it. And I don't have any other DPS, mainly because I want to showcase the effect of Marshal as fast as possible. Again, why are you so close? And one of the biggest thing about Marshal, right? Marshal, you want to drag Marshal as far away from the from the unit as possible because you want the final damage buff. So you want to drag it to the edge, you want to drag it to the very edge of the map, and you want to try to push. There you go. 40-second on a Marshal with basically free-to-play units and Marshal. So let's see. Actually, Marshal didn't perform as good as I thought. But let's see. It also could be because Marshal is more of a debuff unit as well. Because again, it is interrupting a lot of things that Blackjack can be doing with his damage debuff and with its with his interruptions. So that might also be help. So that might be helping. So I guess a lot of people want to see Marshal as a DPS unit, which it clearly, I mean, it is, but it can also double as a debuff unit and an interruption unit. Therefore, it is not the best in DPS, but it can still do the DPS job. I guess it's my understanding about it. So let's try again. Why is my payload half off? Alright, let's try it. Alright. Again, okay, on payload. So again, you want to drag the thing back because you don't want the defense. You don't want oh god, my Linda's about to die. But yeah. You don't want a defense. You want to be as far as possible away as possible in PvE at least. You want to be as far as possible because going close will not help. Oh, again, far as possible, and let's just see how it does. Awesome. Low tiers. Oh, it actually didn't do them in this one. I don't know what happened. All right, let's do a better one. Oh, King Arthur. King Arthur is not a bad one. I hope I can at least kill it. I'm using a friend just in case. And sorry if I missed any questions in the chat. If I miss any questions, you can ask me on Discord. Make sure to just tag me and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. But yeah, my bad if I miss anything. Actually, this is looking a bit. Never mind. Looks like I'm doing it. And again, I'm using mostly free-to-play units as well. I'm using for example, I'm gonna activate Linda. Multitask again as far as again. You want to go as far as possible, but you don't want to go as far as where it couldn't shoot anymore. So alright, there you go. So it misses alt again. So I really do think, but it misses alt again, but you can see it is trying to hit. So oops. You don't want to use this AS because her AS is not great. Impulsor at least. So but yeah. Well, I think I can do this. Took a little while, but I'll be pissed if it actually doesn't do the most damage. There you go. I really wish we can see, how much the unit has been interrupted. Alright, sure, it's still the high damage, so that's it. Usually it should be doing the highest damage, and it should be doing the highest damage if your other unit that isn't a better DPS. But don't let the DPS void you, because this unit is doing a lot more things than just doing DPSs. So it is also helping your front line on reducing the enemy's attack. So the front line doesn't die as fast. So yeah, I guess. Alright, let's try PvP. And for PvP, this is not a modern PvP setup. I'm only using it because I'm only gonna be fighting against Slowkai, the best Slowkai. Alright, fun fact. So this Slowkai friend is the best Slowkai of every server. So Ian had the best Slowkai, technically. Yeah, because every other server, the Slowkai is pretty garbage. And let's try it. How about Cynthia RGK? Cynthia, hold on. Let's see. Cool. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna comment on it after this match is finished. Oh, hold on. I Let me open up music real quick. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about the lack of music. Alright. I mean, of course I'm winning, I think. Shooting it. See, again, see, this move, that move always have pretty high accuracy, similar to, what's it called? How do you say, Dankoga, there you go. So that move is very similar to Dankoga, and it's also much faster as well. So, but it also have a lot of end lag, so, yeah. It's like pros and cons, right? Alright, so how about Cynthia RG Synergy still rules, please stock type code confirm, yeah. So so again, see, Marshal is not the best DPS because it can do other things, right? Because it is balanced across different, it is balanced across different field or of different roles. Therefore, DPS is not its best, but it's like you can also see it as a debuff unit. But DPS is how do you say? DPS is a good addition, I guess. You can see it as a debuff unit, but DPS is a good addition. I'm gonna see if I can record a part where they CC the unit, or CC the thing put my phone again. You see again, if there's unit near him, he's basically defenseless against it. So one of the biggest thing that, well, I mean, we're gonna win anyway, but you can see in PvP, if there's a unit going after him, then he really couldn't. And why is even since it's catching up on the DPS. So, but again, just hold on. The damage taken is the lowest. Yeah, still lowest is fine. But just to showcase the thing. Oh, and one of the reasons why I'm using Teresa is because you can. Okay, first of all, I don't know if this stacks. It says see, here it says it doesn't stack up to final damage, but because this part didn't say it doesn't stack, I assume it can add it on. Therefore, I assume it can. Therefore, I assume it can be stacked, so that's more final damage. But most people, right? Most people build Marshal as a support. So any support unit you want, it can be, for example, no, not her. It can be Warren, right? Warren, and then maybe like actually, you might want Marching Core. Marching Core really helps it out a lot, but you want to make it survive more. So sometimes attack might not be the best priorities. So oh, and of course this bullet will also work in PvP if you don't have Super Robot Fist, and if you don't have PvP, and if you don't have Fist, I bet. Can you use the honor pad on Marshal? Honor pad? Which one? Which one's the honor pad again? I didn't see it. You mean hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a second. I just want to finish my sentence real quick. So if you don't have the fist, right? If you don't have the fist, you will probably want to go for Super Shell. So where's Super Shell? There you go. You probably want to go for Premium Shell because it adds the most damage, and since you have defense breakers, if you have defense breaker, that means you do not need this in PvE against posters. Therefore, Premium Shell will be a much better option. And I believe it is also grindable. So if you don't have the fist, then you can go for the Premium Shell. And also buff all of the other things as well. Honor Shell. How Collab's Pilot? Collab's Pilot will definitely improve its survivability, but aside from that, it will not benefit your team. So you see, it can benefit. I mean, it's surviving can benefit your team, but there is better pilots. For example, right? There's other ways to keep your units alive. So say if you have Collab as your support, like your defense, right? What is it? They have Collab as a thing, so you can rewind, and you have more defensive skill. For example, the newest one. Which one's the newest one? The if you have where's the thing? Where's the? Oh, here it is. If you have this emergency dispatchment, basically every parts that can help Marshal survive, then I don't think you will need then I don't think you will need Collab, because Collab doesn't provide other things for your team. Doesn't provide other things. We're going to say Warren. If you can keep Warren alive in Marshal, then the pilot can give benefit to your team, and Marshal can also give benefit to your team. And it's up to your parts and your co-pilots to keep this unit alive for as long as possible. So yeah, and of course your team too. If your teams take as much aggro as possible and stuff like that, that can also help. Oh, the ref box. I'll give it a try. Yeah, I'll give it a try. After I finish talking about everything first. So yeah. Alright. Anything I'm missing? If I'm not missing anything, then okay. Now talk about the pilots. The best pilots for Ian, I guess. So for Ian, right? For Ian, let's go into PDF and let's see what's the best pilot. Of course, every single support pilot unit will work. Of course, if you're running a what's his name, Bottom team, if you're running a Bottom team and you don't have Grace, if you don't have a better support unit, then I think units will be a good one. Any support pilots again. So let me see. In some degree, Midori in PvE. What else? Who else? Friend PvE. It's hard for me to find the unit at the moment. But yes, Warren again. Wesley I think is the best, or one of the best for PvE. And you can also bring Wesley to PvP, of course. You can also bring Wesley in PvP, but Wesley has Wesley have immunity to status effect, which is pretty strong, but you'll need to build to a point that will need to sacrifice some defensive parts for for damage. Because if you're building with Wesley, that means you're building it as a DPS in PvP. So PvP, Wesley is also definitely a good one. Who else? Okay, so this is so one other thing. Before I was gonna box using this account and use Eagle Eyes on it. Then I see this. So cannot be stacked, right? I assume this is the skill that couldn't be stacked with Marshal's chassis. But if anyone tested and it actually does stack, then definitely tell me. I'll correct it in the comments. But for now, because both of them say it doesn't stack and both of them requires them to be farther away from the target, I think Dory will not be a good pilot on it, despite it looking like that skill will help. So wood, of course, would also be a good one. There's also a really fun wood build that people have been talking about. So it's about a second armament build, which I might try out later if you guys are interested. Which is very interesting. Yeah, I can watch that video again and we can see if it works. So yeah, wood will definitely be a good one because it is a generalist, and Leo should be also a good one as well. Plus 20% speed. Actually, I'm not sure if moving faster will decrease it. I increase accuracy against moving target by 90. Okay, this might work actually. This might totally work. So if anyone want to try this, yeah, the gorilla, the increased accuracy. If it does actually improve the accuracy, then it might be something, right? Like it might be something. It might be something. And okay, so a lot of people, or what's it called? I have tried to fire at will before on the units, but the sad thing is, fire at will actually doesn't fire its they're very powerful guns. So Elaine actually, or yeah, because in Elaine's the pilots with full open fire, what's it called? From what I saw, it's not as good as just some other pilot. That can just improve on the mech itself. Lips, I'm not really sure if it can do, because it is normal. It does. I mean, never mind. Yeah, lips shouldn't work because it's not full normal. Like, it's not full normal type. There's a lot of beam as well. So, yes, colors will definitely work, of course, but it became more versatility than providing for your teammates. What else? I think that's it. Oh, and of course, yeah, she should definitely work in PvE as well. PvE imposters. She should. Any support pilot, should also work on it as well. So I think that covers everything about him, right? I'm gonna talk about any. Oh yeah, let's go over each parts. So again, for the core, Majin core, I don't think you need any reload parts because you have so much weapons. You'll never run out of things to do, so I don't think you need reload part that much. And because you have so much weapon, it's hard to gauge what other parts that you can. In fact, you can use every part that you want to put on it. But personally, I think Majin core is the best. And if you don't have Majin core, I don't exactly know which one's grindable. But any parts that you have that doesn't only buff that can buff something, that can buff a unit in general should also show as well. And if you're using a pilot with really strong support AS, for example, okay, so I is not in the game yet, or I is not in this game yet. But if you do get this, if we do get I, or okay, let's find a support pilot with a really good AS. So let's say, we have good AS actually. Yeah, this is difficult. Okay, Warren, there you go, Warren. Let's say Warren, right? Warren, I mean, actually, I can't have Warren on. So, Warren's AS, very powerful, being able to invalidate aura effect, very powerful, and you want to use it twice, then you can just go for this. You can just go for this, and this doesn't really matter. And again, you can have some defensive skills. Have Berserker Coat, and have maybe Benko or something that also adds or something that adds SP, and that means you can use it twice, and it's just a normal support build in PvP arena. So this should also work too. Core really depends on what you or the bullet also really depends on what you have. For this one, I highly recommend using the emergency instead. This account doesn't have emergency, but I think emergency is much better compared to in PvP at least. In PvP, emergency. In PvE, then go for butt amplifier. So, and for armor, always go for harsh shell, cause oh man, Marshal has almost nothing to defend himself if someone get close to it. So harsh shell is needed, or it will vaporize. So yeah, harsh shell, definitely get harsh shell, or else it will vaporize. So harsh shell, or if you can go for or if you already have harsh shell as a pet, for example, yeah, if you have harsh shell as a pet, then maybe you can go for the mimic system to further lower the thing, or you can go for anti-blast, because blast can also blast this guy, blast this guy away. So I think that should cover the build on Marshal. Okay, now I'm gonna answer questions. How many questions have I missed? My bad guys. Let me answer each question. Marshal, and I'm gonna go into the pet. So let's let me go into the questions. So, Starting Tribal skill, it cancels recoil and stop missing Roka. Oh, is that really? Okay. Okay, yeah. Then let's try it. Where's the ball guy? Not the ball guy. Hold on. Where's the ball guy? Where's the ball guy? Ball guy. Where's the ball guy? Bald guy. Where's you? Body. There you go. Just gonna go like 300. And then Aisha. Ignore my gold count. Iron Fist. Yeah, wait, not this one. Oof. There you go. My bad. Stillness, yeah, there you go. Stillness. Alright, yeah. Let me try it. Didn't think about. Yeah. Didn't think of it when I was doing it. Put on the thing. Double the thing. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Try Mafia Kajita, please. Mafia Kajita. Oh, okay. I mean, there is still some recoil though. Well, okay. I think the problem still persists. But I definitely think it's much better. But oh, Mafia Kajita. That's true, cause Mafia adds 35% on the thing, right? Yeah, Mafia Kajita plus do I have every skill level up? 20%. Yep, there you go. Oh, hold on a second. That's true. Okay. This is big. Okay. Yeah, I just get what you mean. I just got what you mean. Alright. Mafia Kajita with the final skill and with these two. So I'm gonna actually use gem. I don't have much gem or this account doesn't have much gems, but let's try it. Okay, interesting, very interesting. Okay, yeah, very interesting. Let's try it. This is interesting. Oops. Yeah, thanks for recommending me this. Can we spam the last move to a point where it doesn't affect? Alright. I'm not gonna use a co-pilot just yet, just to see if it works. Konnichiwa, matcha ii desu yo. Matcha ga ii desu yo. Yeah. Yes, eating is good. Yeah, thank you for coming. Montaning-san? Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for the restaurant. Let's see. Okay, so the particle cannon. Let's see how fast does it reload? Can you shoot a particle cannon? 10 seconds. That's big actually. Hold on. Okay, so if I put this guy on, and if I also put on Panda, right? If I put on Panda, if I put on this guy on, and let's see what happens. And let's actually also see. Oh, okay, big then. Because thing is, right? It doesn't always shoot its final damage. It's very hard to, because considering you have so much weapon that you have, it might be a bit tough for it to only use that to only use ult. So yeah, I think it. Yeah, okay. I think it might have screwed with the. Okay, I think if you just use Mafia and you take out and use this and you just use the normal way, I think I definitely think this will be good, but also actually I think this is more optimal. Yeah, I think this is more optimal. Yeah, holy god, looks like that cut for a second. Yeah, big damage. Let's drag down and see if the damage improved. Yeah, Mafia. The Mafia is also a really good one. I completely forgot about his last skill. Yeah, Mafia, not bad, not bad, not bad. Thanks for telling me. Yeah. Again, if he's trying, like Marshal is trying. Marshal is definitely trying. He's improved. He just need a little bit more tracking. Then he'll be so good. Oh, he'll be so good with that PvP. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No worries. No worries. No worries. The stream. Yeah. All right. I think this is everything about Marshal. Let's touch upon the new pet. That is the Elytra. So everyone probably wondering why is this bug so special? To be honest, it is oh, actually, hold on. I just realized something. So, oh yeah, hold on. I need to finish up with I guess overall of Marshal, right? So overall Marshal, what I think about it as well. So what I think about it is, right now Marshal is probably one of the best unit against in Trial of Origins, because one of the things in Trial of Origins is all the bosses pretty big. For example, Golden Messenger, this guy impregnable, court bosses as well. Court bosses will also be a really strong, will also be a really good choice to use it on. So again, these huge guys, probably one of the best unit for it now, because I think the debuff will also work on the boss as well. I mean, I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. If it doesn't work, then just build it as a pure DPS, and it should do its job. So and because that mitigate is lack of accuracy, so probably one of the best in Trial of Origins. And Origins very big bosses. For PvP, use it as a debuffer. Don't rely on doing DPS. So if you're gonna use it, have another DPS out just in case, because this one might not do you enough DPS unless you are very lucky. So until it is fixed, use it as a debuffer in PvP, and don't use it as a pure DPS. And same thing in PvE. PvE, it may still miss, but the chance is much lower, and but it is still safer to use it as a debuffer and as a interrupter as well. Just make sure, yeah, again, for both PvP and PvE, make sure to have another DPS, and that DPS can be Dan Koga. If you're free to play, that can be let's see, good free to play ones. DPS, Gawain is a defense breaker, so not really. Let's see. I mean, maximum support type you can use as another DPS. Just have another DPS out just in case. And don't rely on it too much for now, at least. For now. Because again, we don't know if Marshal will be buffed or not. Considering, it is hard. It's probably one of the hardest collab units to get. I'm looking for it to be buffed because we're seeing what it was doing, right? We're seeing it just missing still at, we're seeing it missing just shooting at random things for now. So I'm pretty sure it'll be buffed again. If it did get buffed again, and if it can start hitting people, then it'll be big. It'll become both a DPS, a very strong DPS, and a debuffer. It'll just be everything except for survivability. So yeah. Also, all debuff weakness focus works okay. Yeah, definitely. So debuffer. For pretty much every single mode. Let's talk about my throat. Again, I hope I don't talk. I hope I didn't talk too fast, and I hope I didn't talk too worse. So for this the Elytra, I'm not gonna Elytra. If I spell it wrong, just post in the comments or tell me how to say it. So hold on, one second. Let me drink some water. Hey, shit. Alright, alright, let's talk about Elytra. So upon every 10 beam attribute that enemy receive, enter Golden mode for 1 second. And I'm told to talk about this pet because I've been looking so after I've been told to talk about this pet, I've been looking around in like different sources from JP to NC. So not many people use it. Not many people uses it, mainly because you know the most that when it came out, the beam meta has already been, I guess, denoted already and shifting to more of a normal type central a more normal type meta where you know where there's more damage, where there's more normal types damager than beam type. And I believe this was come out, or I heard this also came out during the Dankoga meta, which honestly this will not be a counter to Dankoga because first of all you need to hit. First of all, is every 10 beam attribute damage received, right? So by the time you get hit 10 hits by the Dankoga, right, you're probably already dead. So if you look at Dankoga, right, if you look at Dankoga, see his final, final Dankuho, you already ate 3,000 damage, and you also take the rest of the 600 damage, but it'll be less damage because Gmo is not invincibility. Gmo only increases your defense and attack and makes you immune to most negative effects. So it is not an immunity. So it's not you take 10 hits then you get immunity. No, you take 10 hits and you get to have 1 second of really good buffs. That's basically how Gmo works. So that's why you want to, I guess, improve it better to have this pet to be pairing with Sin 3 or Sin 3 or not this guy. Sin 3 or Sin 3 and Lex, and if you have Grace as your as your support, then that'll be even better. But the thing is you need to be going against something that is beam focused. And I would say in the current day, the best use of this pet would be in the Trial of Origin beam boss. So against this boss, actually I was even against this boss against Saga Awaken, I think it's pretty good because think about Saga Awaken, right? It will shoot you with his drone first, and his drone doesn't do the most damage, and his drone shoots very fast. Hold on. I choke on my. I choke on more. Hold on, yeah. So if you so. Masako will shoot. Okay, let me test Masako out first, right? Masako will shoot with its this first. See, and by the time you will most likely be hit 10 times. Be hit 10 times, or at least close to 10 times. Consider if you're dodging, and by the time where it goes to you and does a big blows, then you'll be in the golden mode to release less damage. So I think instead of countering Dankoga, then I think it'll be a really good counter against Saga Awaken, and so therefore it will make the Saga Awaken Trial of Origin boss much easier, I think. But in PvP, I really don't think this will be useful because the only beam left in the arena right now, or in most arena right now, is Tekamen's huge Tekka Blast or something like that. The how do you call those things again? I'm just gonna call it Tekka Blast, right? That the huge beam that shoots out, and see, by the time where you get hit by it 10 times, then you're probably already dead. So there's no point, right? And even if you can even if you can recover 5% HP, you lost 60% of HP for it. So I don't think there's a okay until Vasaga Awaken is meta again, which it will be after Becca's Awaken. Then I think this will be pretty useful against Vasaga Awaken. And honestly, if you find any place, if you find any mode where you'll be fighting against a lot of beam focused unit, then I think this will also be really good, like in that particular mode. But in PvP, even if the enemy is running full beams, because you probably don't have Sin, right? Or you probably don't have 2 Sins or 3 Sins to be using it. The better investment is still what's it called? The better investment is always be Steel Mantle. Steel Mantle will always be a better one in PvP, but in some circumstances, it'll probably be better if you in the condition where if you have Sin 3, or you have 2 Sin 3s, you have Lex, and you have Grace as your support. Because if you go into Grace, if you go into Grace's description, it actually adds 2 seconds to your Gmo. But at the same time, it doesn't buff, like it doesn't have the synergy with the pet itself, because it doesn't increase the time of the Gmo. It only gives 2 more seconds to the Gmo, so it's just more Gmo for the certain units. You still need to get hit by beams, which you're probably not gonna, or which you like. I don't know. It's like the uses of it is pretty limited, but there is uses of it. Like I guess it's the best way to explain it. Yeah, I guess it's the best way to explain it. And if you're stuck in a range where everyone is using Vasaga Awaken, and if everyone is also using Dankoga, then maybe it could be it could be a consideration that you can try using Elytra. But yeah, I was tasked with explaining this. I did some research, but yeah. Okay, well, I do have to say something though. This is a suggestion to G staff, I guess, to make it stronger. If you can make it an invincibility and a Gmo, and considering this is from a Sunwind, considering this is in a star badge, what about let me think what would be a better one. Every 10 beam we see. Like, I think if you cut the beam hits by half, or even 1 beam, so every beam attack, then you will get actually, never mind. That might be a bit difficult. Cause thing is, in this game, right? Unless you're going against drones, not many units will have a beam unit, or will have a beam attack that has more than 10 magazine. So, okay, so I guess if you can, every 10 beam attack, you enter golden mode for 5 seconds. I think that would be pretty good. I think that would be pretty good. I think it'll be a must-have if one day there's a beam meta. Like if Vasaga Awaken is being used again, then I think it'll be a really good pet to have. And I'm just gonna test it out in the thing again, just to show you guys, like, it really doesn't even in the 1v1, right? Even in the 1v1. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off this thing. There you go. Yeah, see, by the time you go into G mode and heal, your health is already pretty low. So, I mean, and really, unless you're going as drone, and see, Grace is a drone unit, so that means it is getting hit by the drones. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Sin is lasting for a long time though. Yeah, Sin is lasting for a long time, so I couldn't really say much about it. It definitely helped, considering it's 5 second, considering it is 5% heal, so. Yeah, so yeah, definitely work against drone units, but against Dankoga, those kind of units, then it probably wouldn't work. So. Massive buff or no? Yes, Massive is buff. Pretty well actually, pretty buff. And I talked about it earlier in the stream, but just to recap, Grenade is much easier to hit, much faster to hit. Chess's got just got a buff that helps him more in both PvP and PvE. Accuracy is also improved, and it's also better for free to, or it's also better for player who didn't get the full mech now, because you know, upgrading it will not make it do random lacking moves anymore. So yeah, Marshal definitely buff. Okay, so what are your thoughts on Marshal, especially with 5-star without abuse? Let me check real quick. Let me check what it does in 5-star again, and I'm gonna judge on it. Actually, yeah, I haven't talked about that one yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Voltica is the move. Yeah, Voltica is extremely quote-unquote good on Marshal. I don't think so, because Marshal have enough move to keep him moving. Therefore, I don't think it needs. Because I think it might actually hinder its AI if he makes a move that reload too fast. So it'll keep on using that single move to a point where it will not use other moves. So I don't think reload is needed on a unit. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about Marshal in 5-star. Marshal in 5-star. Oh, okay, so it doesn't have the shield, it doesn't have the beam cannon. Oof, okay. Let's see what it shoots first. Okay, you have EMP grenade though. Yeah, you have okay, yeah, that's good. EMP grenade is good. Does it shoot its chain gun? Does it shoot its chain gun? It does shoot its chain gun. Not like the big one, but it does shoot it. Oh, what? Yeah, see again, like that is an example of Marshal not having no hitbox in in the beginning. So you want Marshal to be as far away, but also not too far, too far away from everything. So, honestly, it feels Let me go back to a max now. Let me go back to a nicer, because it have all the good moves. Like it already have all the good moves for Marshal. The only thing it doesn't have is his big gun, and it's yes, new grenade. It's big gun, which you know the all doesn't matter, because it's very inconsistent. The huge grenade doesn't really matter as well because it's 15 second, and only thing lacking is its weapon. So yeah, the only thing lacking is his weapon. So definitely think. Okay, so I guess if you're going for 4-star, if you're going for 5-star, it will just be a completely debuff unit. So I think it will work. I think it will definitely work. I think it will be. I don't think it will be too viable as like I mean I think it will be viable as a debuffer in whatever mode that you're gonna be using it in. Because everything he does can lower its attack, but it couldn't interrupt anymore. It couldn't do the damage, or couldn't do as much of damage. It will just be a damage. It will just be kept on screwing, like just lowering the enemy's attack, and just throwing grenades to do some minor CCs. It does have both as evasion, which is good. I would say if you're a starter, right? If you're a starter, and if you're a starter, or if you're even in mid game, but not late game, like it should work. But in late game, I think there's better options. So, but if you're not in late game yet, then I think Marshal at 5-star should be pretty good. It's very consistent. Even if 5-star, without all his weapons unlocked, it can keep on shooting, which is pretty good. Which a lot of modern unit couldn't do. At 5-star, they couldn't just keep on doing something. Marshal can keep on doing something even at 5-star. So yeah, definitely think it will work. But I think it might be a bit disappointing if you roll it just want it to work, I guess. So, again, I think I covered most massive busts to answer your questions. But yeah, massive, yeah, no worries. But yeah, but oh yeah, I want to say, so aside from the buff that I talked about, the buff, I think they really need to buff the accuracy more on his ult, because his ult is still a bit iffy. He's trying, like, again, Marshal is trying very hard to hit, but so far, not there yet, not there yet. But yeah, guess that's Marshal. All right. Awesome. Well, still 20 to 30 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Alright. Since we have time, I think we talk about most of the thing now. Alright, let's since one of my most viewed video in the one of my most viewed video in the Patlabor collab is about Griffin. So and a lot of people might think, Griffin, it's not good. It's just a toy, and it does puny damage, artificial lag from enemies. So let's actually put it on. Let's actually just show it real quick. Let's go Linda. Why not? Linda, and I'm gonna go on Griffin. But this is, I guess, a build guide for Griffin. And hold on. Do I even have 5 Griffin? In this account, I don't have 5 Griffins. Hold on. I'm gonna exchange 3 more Griffin just talk about it, because it is a chance to have a Griffin, to make Griffin as strong as it can be, I guess. At mid game, and have 6-star. At mid game, I have 6-star Dankoga as main DPS. Just wondering if this will be a better component. It will not be better than Dankoga at 6-star. I can for sure tell you that. It will not be as good as Dankoga. What's it called? It is usable. If you already have a 6-star Dankoga, then I don't really think there's a better DPS right now in the game. That would be better than for not maxed unit. I don't think there's a unit that is better than 5-star Dankoga. Just exchange some Griffins real quick. Probably the worst move in the game. in the world. So, alright, let's max it. Jesus, I'm still missing 1. Why do you need so much, Griffin? Actually, I don't need. Hold on. I don't need. Again, I don't need it to be. I don't need it to be 5-star. So, to just save them. Oh, and then don't retrophy the weapon, because the weapon is not. Just make it stupider. But I'm just putting a weapon just to showcase, the photo of it. Put on a random, well, not random. Let's put on just the basic units, or the basic. I'm actually gonna put this on just to see if we can do more damage. Oops, no. So Griffin, what do you think? What do you guys think of Griffin? Do you guys have any questions on Griffin, or did I miss some of your questions about Griffin? I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah. So Griffin, why are you like this? Yeah. I'm actually gonna use AS right away. Yeah, what is that gun? What is this gun? This makes no sense. It is built on purpose to make those units much worse. Yeah, see, what is the purpose of that? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. But, well, you see, Griffin might be bad, right? Griffin might be bad in the testing ground, right? But Griffin is the best in, crap. Hold on. I will show this on my account, so, because I don't have it unlocked yet. So allow me to, log into my account. So, let's make Griffin great. Griffin, right? Griffin. So, Griffin, right? Griffin. You guys know how to make Griffin great? You guys know how to make Griffin great? This is how you make Griffin great, right? You go in, and then you just press A button. Look at this. It just, like, it's Jedi. Griffin is literally Jedi. They're not even on the screen, and they die. Just look at this. See, they're dying before they even appear on the screen. This is how strong Griffin is. I'll be making videos about it soon. So, and also this one, see, look, it actually teleports the enemy inside of your arm. The grab range is so high that, see, I go this way, right? Oh, never mind. That one's way too far. But usually, see, there you go. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. It's lacking its range, but usually it'll teleport. Oh my god, I got pounced. Yeah, for example, if we do this, right? See, it'll teleport what? I think the closest at least. Like, it'll almost teleport the closest. Yeah, it'll just drag the enemy, then across. So, it's OP. But I mean, against these stronger guys, it might be difficult, but doesn't really matter when you can just like grab them out of midair. Yeah. But yeah, this is how you use Griffin, I guess. So you only need one. So for free-to-play players, again. So for free-to-play players, so if you're just starting the game, right? If you're considering getting Griffin, don't only get one from the thing. So for example, right? Okay, so this going to the thing, yeah. This going to the thing. So by the time you get all the alien units, or by the time you get all the pilots, because the pilot in this game is actually pretty good, and I'm actually gonna go over the pilots later as well. So by the time you get to 6,000 over here, by the time you get to 6,000 over here, you probably is able to make 1 or 2 Griffins. And if you're a new player, then I think it is okay if you exchange for 1 Griffin, and don't build all of them. Use the resources to build something else. Something else as in like this guy. I don't know how to spell his name, but Epstite. I don't know. Get this one. Get a gangster assault. Get something better. Get something that is much better for new players. But only get one just for Bra. Especially if you don't have a good Bra unit. Definitely just get 1 Griffin for Bra. So yeah, Griffin pretty strong in Bra. And I have one theory about Griffin though. Because we can make it do damage, just wondering if we can make it into a bomb. Or into something that can interrupt the opponent very badly. So my strategy is actually where is it? I don't know if Arashi will work. Arashi, I feel like it might work. If I don't know. So wait, where's the part? Yeah, there you go. Mitsuki. So if you guys don't know what Mitsuki does, one of he have this throw, right? And what he can do with the throw is she can because this throw, I believe, is immune to immunity, so I think it will actually, I probably should, alright, whatever. Just want to see this, if it worked, if the drag would drag the enemies across the map. I'm actually gonna hope slow high. Just gonna go with this guy and then see what happens. Are you gonna use your grabbing move? Yeah, that move. Ah, it's not that good. I thought you would drag him across the map. Well, I mean, I think in 1v1 it might be not too terrible. Never mind. Again, he's like Marshal. He has nothing to defend against himself, aside from just moving very fast. So, yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, Griffin. I could have made Griffin so much better, but they decided to make it bad. You know, well, it's whatever. It's whatever. Oh yeah, I guess let's talk about the pilots. We haven't talked about the pilots yet in the Patlabor collab, and it is a new thing as well. Oh, one thing I need to showcase something, just to show you guys something real quick. Is there more people here? Oh, never mind. I guess you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna show it. It's not people here. It's fine anyway. So new updates tomorrow. Stay tuned for the video as well. New pilots in NC and JP. So if you guys want, oh, what did I do? I mean, it doesn't matter. But yeah, then we stay tuned about that. Just something interesting. So, alright, let's get into the pilots. Pilots. Clancy. She's one of the free pilots. I'm surprised she's actually free though. Yeah. Free pilots, real old fighter and fighter, yeah, fire at will, judo, enchanting, shading, perfectionism. I think out of all three of the free pilots, I think they're all pretty okay. Aside from like, he's a support with lowest. Yeah, first aid is really good support unit, especially for free. This is basically a free first aid for new players as well. Common is also it's situational. Every 5 seconds increase. This is actually not bad. Actually, this is actually not bad, especially in the PvE setting. Use setting for all allies also not bad. Really good support pilot, especially for free players. No wonder this is a last reward. No wonder he's a last reward. Clancy, I think is also pretty good. Don't know if the judo will come into any usefulness. In terms of practicality in PvP. Fire at will is just a staple. Range unit plus ignores it. This is okay. It's not too bad. Because fire damage dealt, perfectionism always good. Impulsors, really good PvE units as well. Alright, so for him, Isao, if I'm correct, he's not bad. Yeah, the last thing, when colliding with any unit, deal damage upon the target and stuff for 1 second. Increase self-defense, his movement speed, and deal damage for a short time. Yeah, this last skill I think is pretty strong. It just, because it bonks the enemy, which can be an interruption as well. And also increases self-defense and movement speed. And with a stun as well, so I think it's really good. And it's also really good support skill, or yeah, a really good co-pilot skill as well. Also, yeah, again, really good for new players. Reckless is one of the skill that is a bit iffy for me, because losing control of yourself is a death sentence in PvP. Like you don't want to be not moving, because that means moves that is hard to hit. For example, Marshal's ult. If that thing hits you while you couldn't control, then you're just dead, right? Final damage dealt increase with lower HP. This is not really that good in my opinion as well, because it requires you to become low HP, which a lot of moves in this game, increases HP, and not all the moves of this game keeps you at a certain HP. So for Zero to work, I really don't think it's too viable. It's not that it's not viable. It's too hard to set up to a point where, oh, I need to have half my HP to have this buff. So yeah, I definitely think it's good, but it's too hard to set up. Crush head into minus damage, but we want to go under again. Cell paralyzation. You don't want that to happen in PvP, especially when you want to self paralyze or when you want to lose control. You want your opponents to also lose control. That's how you will be safe, you know, during the during your paralyzation. So, alright. Oh, so now for the paid pilots. These pilots are will only come in bars and will only comes in heart boxes. So for these pilots, now she's actually a girl, which still surprised me. It's pretty interesting as well. This one, she's actually one of the pilots that I think will be pretty cool, especially with this melee overshoot, because again, yeah, it minus 10% on range and plus 50% on melee. That's a huge boost to melee units, and it also, okay, yeah, it's at an 80% chance to skip backswing and start new combos. So yeah, it also makes the weapon, it also makes the melee attack much smoother to connect, especially if you're going against if you're piloting using him a melee unit that have a lot of actions, or a melee unit that have the end notes. So that also be really. So I think he will actually make Griffin better. In fact, even though she doesn't pilot Griffin. And lower HP, higher battle defense. Again, lowering HP is it's always I always don't think it's a good skill, because you know there's love, there is first aid, all of them adds HP, so they can easily nullify the buff that they get from the skill. So, and if you're in low HP, that means you're at risk on just dying. So that's also very difficult. Activates when HP drop below 30%, keeps recovering 30% HP, and increase minion even by stat by 300. So really good. It's basically a revive. So or it's not a revive. It's when you hit the 30%, then you thinking another 30%. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Not too terrible. Violent launch energy. It's the same skill as Hilda, I think, or not Hilda. The police skill, which is strong but is hard to hit. So, oh, hi, welcome, Marlon, welcome. We're just going over the pilots right now because we're already go over Marshal and we already go over Griffin as well. So yeah, overall, I think. Okay, so if you're in late game, right, or even if you're late game, this is not a pilot I will suggest to hardbox. But if you like the pilots and you want to hardbox it, then I don't think it will not be worth it, because this pilot is not too bad. So if you hardbox it, it should be worth it. So it will be worth it if you do try to get it from bar or from hardboxes. But there is better pilots out there. So yeah, I guess it's just kind of like Marshal, right? It's good. If you get it, it's good, but you know, it's not the best, right? It's not the best at everything. It's good at a lot of things, but it's not the best at everything. So this is why I guess this is what I suggest. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe someone good might find out how to make this how to make her good, and then become very, very good. And of course, her voice line is also very, very good. Also, what? Wait, why doesn't she have her voice? Yeah. What's the con? Slokai, if you're still watching this, someone actually reported this to me as well. Oh, actually, hold on. It might be because I don't have it. I didn't download the voice line, right? Did I not? But yeah, someone did ask me in my comments about that they couldn't hear the voice from the pilot. But yeah, her voice was pretty cool. But I think if you want to hard box it, you know, go for it. You'll be, I think you'll be pretty happy about it too, because you know she isn't too bad. But if you're a min-max player, if you just want a best player, if you're a meta player, I guess, then it'll probably be more of a collection purpose than what's it called, than a useful purpose. But if you're not a well, and if you're just a normal player like me, right? Then I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Just or I guess I suggest getting her from bar and not from hard boxes. I guess save hard boxes for some harder to get units, and yeah. Or I mean, of course, unless you are very bad luck in bars, then sometimes you might just hard box it. Okay, so now him. I believe he is much. I believe he. Well, no, it's not much better, but I think he can be really useful in PvE. So yeah. So just final damage. Yeah, again, final damage. Whenever you see final damage, that is really good. Oh, so okay, so you're here. But yeah. So someone comments on my comments saying that they couldn't hear the voice line for Patlabor. I told him to download stuff. I don't know what happened. Like, I told him that, or I told him to re-download the game. If it still doesn't work, then, well, if he still didn't figure it out, then he'll come to our Discord. So, yeah, no worries, yeah. But yeah, so every time you see final damage, it's a good sign. Yeah, you see final damage, and you see every 5 seconds, so that means this final damage will keep on going, right? Yeah. For the every final damage dealt 50% for all enemy for. I mean, 3 seconds is not that bad. Like 3 seconds is actually 3 seconds for 5 seconds is pretty long. Gain extra 7% final damage. Gain extra 7% final damage reduction effect on itself. But yeah, final damage huge, 14% as well. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. If you're a poster player, or if you're a trial of origin boss player, then that would be pretty strong. Buff, what improved? Oh yeah, I will recap it again just for you. I'm just finishing up this pilot real quick. So yeah, layout, attack, defense plus 50%, 20 seconds after the battles. After start of a battle, reduces weapon switch and action switch speed by 10%, evasion drop for all units. Not bad. Also really not bad as an aura. However, this one does take 20 seconds to work. 20 seconds is a huge time for PvP, for PvE. You know, a lot of poster can be done within 20 seconds. So, and you know, it's not like it is buffing, you know, damage. So I can see this skill is a bit lackluster, but you know, it is an aura nonetheless. So yeah. Quick reaction. Movement speed, Mecha CD, switch, movement speed, Mecha, action CD, weapon switch, and action, cohesion speed, minus 1%. Not a bad, you know, not a bad skill, especially if you're using on a more complicated pilot, or more complicated unit that have a lot of moves. Will make them much smoother. Combined with aura, it will be pretty like your unit will just be keep on switching pilot. Will just be constantly doing something. You know, just constantly doing something, blasting the opponents for everything that you have, and less time just wandering around. You know, doing nothing. So just go to that. So I did everything just because of this, and of course, plus 40% attack for all allies and reload speed is also pretty good. So sense of justice, you see final damage, you know it's good. So pretty good for PvE players. PvP player probably not gonna work as much because none of his skill really benefits you in PvP. In aura, your team is usually a lot of time PvP is finished within like 30 seconds. So definitely not PvP pilot. In fact, none of these pilots are too PvP-ish. Maybe except for my bad, hold on. Yeah, none of the pilots is really that PvP-ish, except for Isao's final skill. So let me it's coming back on. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Coming back up again. 1 second, right? 1 second. Connecting back. So aside from Isao's let me go. So aside from Isao's last skill, I really don't see other skill being too PvP viable. But all of them are PvP, or most of them are PvP viable. A very good pilot event for new players, I think. Especially this one, really good healers. Does take 6,000 things to do. I don't know how a free-to-play or a new player can get to 6,000, but hopefully you could fund the things. Yeah. And since at the beginning you don't have a good pilot, then these two can definitely be so Isao and Clancy will be really good starter punishment. So again, answering Scoo's question, buff, Marshal, big buff, Marshal buff, grenade speed increase very fast, grenade can finally hit people, and can much easily debuff the opponents. There's also improvements on his chassis, just more damage depending on how high their HP is, which is really good in PvE, and of course it'll help in PvP as well. For the accuracy, definitely improved, but it just needs a few more work. As long as it can start hitting people, it will kill anything. So it'll kill anything as long as it start hitting people. So definitely it needs one more buff. And of course, good news for players who only get it for who only got like two copies. Upgrading actions no longer lets it do nothing. So yeah, overall just quality of life. Just make Marshal a much better unit. But I would say its role still haven't changed. It's still just a debuffer. Its main gimmick is still throwing a bunch of grenades, and using those chassis to stun lock enemy, to debuff enemies, to interrupt enemies, and for your teams to attack enemies. And if you're lucky, then your friend will hit and just one shot someone. So it's kind of like a unit all in one, but it's not the best at everything, right? So but I would say he is best at probably, let me see. I mean, of course, his final attack is probably the strongest attack in the game. I would say it's probably one of the best evasive moves, because dodging while shooting powerful weapons is not that's not a move everyone has, right? It's not a move everyone has. Usually they only have one. Usually you either do really high damage and have bad evasive abilities, or have good evasibility but not do as much damage, or have both like Arham but don't have enough CCs or something like that. This thing have everything. So definitely think I think the moment they fix, or that they make his ult able to hit more, then this will be the new Dankoga. It will just one shot everything. It will just one shot everything, and makes everyone sad because it will just kill everyone. Did Marshal strike arrow? Did it works? I don't see you actually use. Okay, so yeah, one thing to use. This strike railgun is only here for Majin overclock system. It is not a real weapon that you can use, because you can only use it with your railgun particle storm. Because just treat these two as the same thing. So just treat these two strike railgun as Railgun Particle Storm. If you don't have either one of them, then they will not work. So so you definitely need both of them. And Railgun basically, you see here, right? Strike Railgun gun is 1 bullet, 2.5%, 2.5 second reload, and 400 attack. This Railgun basically is 30 of them, so it's kind of, yeah, it's just treated as the same thing. They just added here. They just added in his weapon. I would say it's a good thing, you know. They added into weapon, meaning it can be buffed. That would be like it'll benefit more by Majin Core. So, and also, and you can see this from his, you know, from his first weapon, right? His first weapon is fist. If you look at his weapon, nothing. He couldn't melee. So why do you have 2 fists? You have 2 fists because you can have the super robot arm fist. Therefore, it can. So therefore, whenever he uses ult or whenever he uses X ult, he can basically triple or double triple his damage. You know, with his Railgun Particle Storm. So, or at least that's how I think the synergy works. Yeah. So yeah, just treat them the same thing. Yeah. Probably Marshal Awakens. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Alright, so you need parts for it to work. So you need those parts. Yeah, so you do need. So okay. So you do need. So like. Well, oh, I mean parts, right? You don't need these parts to work, but they added just for, I guess, or I guess because they added this, Majin Core is the best core for this unit, of course. Because if you use anything else, oh, okay, how do you? Okay, so if you buff single shot, or if you buff yeah, if you buff single shot, if you buff main armament, then when you use the Railgun Particle Storm, it'll do more damage because the action is using a single shot main armament. But because this thing doesn't actually shoot by its own, using things like this will not work because, you know, single shot reload faster because this move doesn't reload. This move is based on the Railgun Particle Storm. Therefore, only the move that buff damage should work with it. But I mean, but if you don't want to say for this part to work, then I would say yeah, because Majin Core is just so good on it because it has so much useless weapon, or not useless weapon, but it has so much weapon that I couldn't use, like the bursting gun, Iron Fist, of course the strike railgun, yeah. Oh, and the sniper too. So the bursting sniper cannon. This thing only exists because there's this move, bursting sniper cannon move as well. They added both of these because they can further be buffed by Majin Core. So that's why that's why they have this. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good addition. Yeah. So what else? Oh, man, I've been talking so much. Oh, actually, I want to try something, right? I want to try. What if I put a light on? Because if you guys look at this, right? There are single shot things on it. So what if I put a light on and then I just try to do something with it? Alright, time to go to 28%. Let's see how it goes. So the single shot thing, electric field. I don't think the spread would help. Oh, but it does shoot double. It does shoot double grenade with the thing though. That's good, and it's simultaneously as well. Okay, then it's not. Okay, wait. It's wait, but what if we shoot 5? Wait, hold on. What if I shoot 5? Wait, hold on. Does that mean you can shoot 5 grenades at once if I got lucky? Hold on a second. Can you shoot 5 grenades at once? Yeah, like those, but instead of shooting the thing, you shoot 5. Can you do that? Come on. Shoot 5 grenades. Yeah, thank you, Yu. There's a need to last cell still, so it's need the last all still to work. Yeah, I would say, I mean, okay, well, uh, yeah, I would say, yeah, or, if you need a weapon, yeah, you need a, last all to work, but as a unit, right, the last art is pretty inconsistent, so, yeah. Okay, okay, I don't think okay, come on. Can you only shoot a thing? Can you not shoot 5 of them? Come on, shoot 5 of them. Shoot 5 of them. There you go! Okay. That spreads out, so, oh, my bad. Oops. Hold on, yeah. I forgot to show this, hold on. My bad. So again, just wanna showcase the thing real quick. Always forgot. There you go. So, shoot your grenades! Hurry up. Huh? Oh. If you guys don't know, these mines are actually pretty powerful too. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the thing. Yeah, it probably won't work in, that PvP or PvE because they lose tracking, so. Yeah. Oh, I mean, interesting nonetheless. Nonetheless. Anything else? Anything else I should, anything else you guys, or I guess, any questions now? Talking so much. Yeah. Anything you guys want me to test, or anything I forgot about? Definitely tell me. And I will do and I will test them. And I think we should. Oh, I think I also explore this account. Can I on this account? I can't buy things on. I think I could. Yeah, I think I could actually buy things on this account. The gold is over the roof. I have so much outlets, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the gold is insane. I'm gonna put the chat behind, yeah. Yeah, definitely ask me any questions. Okay, and definitely tell me if I'm missing anything. I think I covered everything about this. Oh, that's right, the A rank units. There you go, the A rank units. So, the A rank units. I don't think it's a surprise to say that the prototype it might be the best, but I don't know though. I don't actually. The only reason why I say it is the best is because I believe he had the actually never mind. I need to test him again. What did I miss as well? But honestly, I feel like these guys definitely have a much higher accuracy than Marshal. Yeah, that move. Okay, so all of them does almost the same thing, but their melee action is slightly different. And all of them can have a chance to inflict a 40% chance of a disarm, same as Marshal. The 40% chance disarm, pretty good in arena and PvP, in A-Rank arena, but what's it called? You still couldn't, you still couldn't fight against units that, or you still couldn't fight against people, or you might not be able to win against people who have, a full Dotone team, or like a full Dagger team. Yeah, because those teams, they kind of just beat you down with brute force. So, very hard to deal with those teams. Ingram 1. Same thing as the, right? Again, super accurate thing. Shotgun is one of the, Shotgun is pretty, it's a bit, it's a bit iffy, because, yeah, there you go. His all is just shooting his guns, which does damage, but, I still think Prototype is slightly better. Prototype is slightly better with its longer range of attack. Yeah, for that one, they kind of just misses for a little bit. But his gun is pretty good though, especially with his ult. But I don't know how strong it will be against a moving target. If it doesn't hit as well against a moving target, then it will not be as good. And I believe this one actually go up into the enemy and just kind of punches on them. Like, Yeah, like that one, and it'll push it. I don't think that one is good because I don't think like how do you get close and push him back in one direction without any intervention, right? So really don't think I don't think this one is I don't think so. I think it goes prototype, prototype Ingram 1 to Ingram 2 in terms of PvP safeties. So, but yeah, definitely good A rings for new players. If you don't have A rings for A ring arena, they will definitely be your staple unit until you have a full team of dagger. If you have dagger, let me show you. So if you have full team of dagger, where's dagger? Yeah, there you go. Dagger support type. Most people use dagger support type because I think it does the most damage as far as I know, because the missiles are really good. Dagger assault type, dagger support type, 4 of them, and for Doton. Doton, people should probably already know. Does this? I can't do it, but yeah, 4 Doton. Or 2 Doton and, 2 dagger support type. That works too. But yeah, I guess if you're a new player, grab them and then use them. Use them while use them until you get dagger support types. So yeah, alright. Anything else, guys? Anything else you guys want me to address? Just exploring this arena. Challenge 13 rival. We're actually trying to rival any? Oh, newcomer. Apparently this account is newcomer. Hey, just got this kind of Ingram. At this point, I'm gonna explore this account a bit and see what this account have. I actually haven't really looked into it before buy everything. One roll. Oh yeah, why get units? I just got 7 free rolls in the thing. So, oh, I thought I got something for a little bit. Oh, do I need to show you guys something? Just in case, if those of you who doesn't know, let's go into this. Let's go into. Okay. Oh, I should probably use I should probably use Marshal in I should probably use Marshal in Tribe Origin as well, just to showcase it, and what else? Yeah, and Boss Conquest, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna do that later. But for now, I'm just gonna beginner pack. Oh, that's true. What does this count have? A lot of gold. I think it will show more when you turn upgrade and something. Currently own so much gold. Yeah, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. I can showcase a lot of things. And then I don't know if there's anything. Oh yeah, and this. Oh, and then for those who don't know, again, for those who are new here, again, this is just a test. This is a test account, and it will be deleted. It will be disabled after the stream, and everything on this account does not reflect anything about Iron Saga staff or game Dutchie. So yeah, and don't try to add this character or don't actually 1,200 1,200 units. I feel like Slokai, like find an old wall account, duplicate it, and then just add the neatest things on from the thing. So yeah, any questions, guys? No more questions about Marshal or about the things? Oh, Jesus Christ, we have so much thing. How far am I scrolling down? Oh, because this have a lot of A rings. That's why. Then peace. Oh, there's peace. There's even a gold Sherman. And there's another Sherman. Alright, since wow. Can you show more pilot build in future? Oh, can you show more pilot build in future videos? Definitely, yeah, definitely. I try to improve, I try to include as much pilot build as possible. But the thing about pilot, you mean for any other mecha, right? So the thing about builds is that some builds visual effects, it's pretty similar. So I'll only showcase the one where there's the most visual difference, or the most. For example, if I'm gonna make a video on Marshal, right? Then if I'm gonna make a video on Marshal, oops. Then I won't make like 3 pilots with DPS where all it does 900 damage and shoots the same thing. I will make one for DPS, I will make one for debuff, I will make one for support team, I will make one for interruption or something like that, something different. Just to give a more visual effect, and then I'll add into the text saying that you can also use this, and this pilots. So that's all. Yeah, but that's all. But I'll try to add more in, especially if they are cool. Then I'll definitely try to add more in. Oh, and I'm ranked 11,000. I think I have to see myself. But yeah. Oh, what have you my gift? Oh, there's a bunch of things. Bug compensation. Oh, by the way, guys, have you guys seen the new Magneto skin? The best Magneto skin possible. Okay, like the skin that is not supposed to be allowed. That is the skin that is too I don't think it's allowed for YouTube. Just look at this. Oh, by the way, hold on. Yeah, I need to show you something. See, this is the skin. Hold on. I need to show you guys. In the hard box. So this is, I guess, this is just a little trivia. Where's trivia? There you go. I need to go to Melo. Oops. So if you guys know, everything Lulu has kind of shows her spot, I guess. See, this is what's in game, right? And if you go on Twitter, right? If you go on Iron Saga Twitter, so let me go on Iron Saga Twitter. See, if you go on Iron Saga Twitter, right? Twitter. Ooh, someone drew a nice art of Slow Time. Nice. This is what they advertise. Is this false advertisement? It's more, yes, he has more friendly reason, but in game, someone just cut his clothing down. Something happens. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm glad this skin is 2D Live. Probably the best skin in a long time. Yeah, alright. Oh, Rainbow! I like him. Yeah. What is the development name? Luna. You know what? I'm gonna develop it. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, this thing is okay. So, if you guys don't know, right? For the Dark Marshal skin, the grenades and some of the grenades and things actually change its color, which is really pretty cool. Yeah, see, that grenade is black. And I think the beam also changes color a little bit to a darker color. The thing is, and this one also changes color into purple, which I think is also pretty good. Yeah, really wish that they more skin like this. Changes more skin. There's some questionable skins, I do have to say. Like, I believe, this one is fine. But like, there's some skin questionable. Pretty sure you guys know which one. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Taking the that's right. Taking the team into into trial orders. I'm just gonna try hard. Not this yet. And this is my last try as well. Just to test it. I don't know why I bring many here. I guess it's just there to do a thing. Yeah. How did Mecha go behind him? And again, for Vesely, you don't want to use her AS in a PvP PvE setting because it will just take time. Multitask. Yeah, and you can see, there's no problem, see? Marshal will just not miss anymore. It's just the best thing for Marshal. Oh, oops, I think I added some friend, oof. Yeah, I mean, if it also do damage somehow, but, yeah. Well, at least it does do the highest damage, so that's good. Alright, let's try it against, probably gonna die though. Because if I remember correctly, they are immune to they're immune to a lot of status effects, so probably pretty bad. Yeah, probably gonna die. Oof. But surprisingly, they don't do that much damage. Oh yeah, the boss probably fixed as well. Oh yeah, and another fun trivia, the boss had a bug in Unseed. Oh no, that's not this boss. That's my Saga boss. But yeah, well, I'm surprised I'm still living without a tank. Alright, game start. Oof. Nah, never mind. Even the boss misses sometimes. Oof. Well, they were 1%. 1% to boss. At least it does. When there's no damage to boss, what happened? What the heck was that? Alright. How about the blood stain? Alright, hold on. I tried it before. What happened? Alright, let's try blood stain. Oh, and definitely share the stream to other people who might be interested in learning about the buffs. Just have them to run to the beginning on the thing, and after this thing, I'll do my best to. Yeah, Oshi looks much easier, man. Vesely, probably shouldn't use it because if I use it, then I'm just digging my own grave. So. Oh, today's been tired. Yeah, you wanna use it as your boss is immune to the AS, so it's pretty much immune to everything, honestly. Oh. Oh, you should. Alright, I think I'm gonna die soon. But yeah, after this one, I think that's about it. Yeah, after this one, I think that's about it. So, what's the call? After this one, I'm gonna end the stream soon, and then the recording of the stream will always be available on my channel, but it might take about a few hours to appear because YouTube had to render it. So, hey, nice. So YouTube might have to render it, and but yeah, but it is totally just watchable like a normal video. So if you think other people are interested, or if you would or if other people miss it, then resend this to them, tell them that the timestamp of everything, every major timestamp will be in the description below. Either in the description or in the comments. So, yeah. That's, I guess, yeah. Again. Good skin, good skin, good skin. So, yeah. Oh. Today is fun. Missions. Oh. No worries. What's me already? What's my record anyway? Oh god, gold is up to the thing. But yeah, don't add this one, cause if you add this one, this is an account that will die soon, so definitely don't add this. Don't add this account. Again, this account will be deleted after. You know what? Since it will be deleted, I might as well just open everything, right? And see what I got, just for the funds. Oh, if it's just choosing, then I'll just choose. Yeah. What does Ian have at home? Just these. Okay. Danko got chest. Oh. My bad. Again, my phone. Yeah, anything else, guys? I'm just here for a little bit. I'm just here opening, just exploring this account until it is deleted, and then yeah, oh, this is Saga, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So use this time to just feel free to ask me anything. And again, our Discord is in the description. Feel free to add me there, or yeah, feel free to join us. You don't need to be playing Iron Saga, or you don't need to be in our corp to do it, to join. So definitely come by. Oh, and we recently reached level 2 as well. So good stuff. Oh my god, what is this Primal Gen? I mean, not Primal Gen, it's Primals. This is Primals. Pretty much Genshin Impact. What is in there? Watermelon anyway? Oh, just give me watermelon? Oh, and gold. And the music is so nice, man. In this one. It's called Clear Sky. Oh yeah, what Mecha shards do I have? Yeah, I'm convinced. This is just an account by, oh god, yeah, this is an account by this is someone's account, but it's like duplicated or something, and then added the thing that needs to do. Man, I wish Ian is not censored. I mean, Uzzie's not censored. Okay, yeah, Ian still showed the pants because because not censored, but in NC the pants is the panties is it's hidden. Alright, anything you guys want me to show in this on this account? Because this account is is a test account. We can find something cool. I don't know. Oops. Oh, yeah, I'm just oh, I actually get chance when I quit. That's funny. Ah, I'm so tired today. Sphere mode. Gowan. Interesting. Gowan really good defense breaker. If you don't know. Oh, the gold one is not dismantleable. Interesting. Yeah, now just, again, this is Q&A time. Ask me anything until I log off. If there's no question, then I'll open anything. I'll just, let me out. What a chance. Wanted chest gives you 2,000 18 heart boxes. Okay, and again, now and these are actually in the heart boxes. I know, usually there's collab heart boxes. How might I have so many of this? Yeah, 4,000. OP. But this has that much pet, also doesn't have much stuff. So some other stuff. Oh, I'm really bit tired. How many parts do I have? 1,000. Jesus. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna open up all the boxes and see what happens. Nope. No such item. Nani? That's so funny. That's so weird. Or this I already did account. No, never mind, not yet. 1,000 thing though. That's pretty cool. I opened like 1,000. Never mind. 200 is the best. Yeah, that probably not gonna open all. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I already full, I'm pretty sure. I'm late, so is Marshal worth it? Hold on. Okay, so, if you're a hardcore player, right? If you're a hardcore player, so, the buff buffed, the grenade speed. The buff also buffed the grenade speed, Jesus Christ. And also buff the chassis, giving it, making it much better in PvE, and also in PvP as well. Also, it makes free-to-play players, or that makes players who only got 2 of them, just the quality of life of it not suffering the penalty of the action lag, and accuracy, steering, and work. So, I would say it's a unit that is more about debuffing and interruptions instead of doing DPS, because DPS is a bit is more RNG-ish compared to it being able to consistently do debuffs and interruptions. So if you need a debuffer and an interruption, then I think it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. And if you want a damage dealer, then it might not be as consistent. So, I guess if it's worth it, depends on what you want, and what you need is more depending on that. For me, yeah. But because of it's still being less accurate, I definitely think it'll be buffed one day soon. So maybe after that buff, it will be worth it. So we never know. Hopefully it does become worth it one. Especially I want to use what parts. Late game tank unit and parts, huh? Honestly, late game tanks. If you're well, late game tanks will just be less. Or some are late game tanks. I would say frontal damage reduction is late game enough. So okay, so on that, so search up frontal damage reduction, because honestly, a tank doesn't get better than that. For poster at least, for poster. Unless you're going against, unless you're in PvP, right? In PvP, then you might need like actual better units to you know, to work. And for that, the ultimate tank, I would say Tekkaman would be a good one. Even in NC right now, Tekkaman is pretty good. Well, it's hard to say because every meta unit in NC right now is not really a tank. All of them are high damage. I mean, well, but yeah, I'll definitely make a video on it. But yeah, so late tanks and parts, I'll definitely make a video on it because late game and parts depend heavily on what people use, what people are using in PvP, and what new bosses come on PvE. So it's not like there's a set thing that, oh, this is the best late game content. It's more of a, oh, the meta is this now, therefore this becomes the best. It's kind of like that. So, you any idea what new update, rerun, or collab event next time? Okay, so that hold on, let me connect. So oops. What I honestly, truthfully, I don't know, but if I had to guess. If I had to guess, okay, what have we run in? Let me double check, right? Let me check. Alright, none of them actually feels like they would be run anytime soon. I would think the biggest possibility is Armor Bull and Icy. But at the same time, we did have a lot of those rerun already, so you know, we don't know. What most likely gonna happen is EM might try to catch up with NC as much as possible, so they might just not rerun and just have new events. But not sure though, because I don't like that they're rushing something out. For example, they put Olochi and the Olochi Retro at the same time. Which I mean, yeah, honestly, I mean, okay, I think it's a good thing because, you know, people can see that, because, you know, people who want Olochi as well, Olochi will not work Olochi because, you know, they don't like Olochi Retro Fit, the Olochi. So I guess that could be a good thing, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, speeding up the meta, or speeding up metas might be a bit hard to balance the meta, because, you know, like Tekkaman is probably gonna still be strong for a few more patches, so hopefully it's Armor Bull and Icy. It'd be nice if we rerun, or even have a new collab, right? It would be nice if we have those. Anti-confusion maybe can help with the accuracy. Okay, the thing about which part is anti-confusion again? Let me check. Because it feels more, because okay, so it feels like it's the mech's problem. Like it's not like it couldn't hit because the enemy is moving too fast, or that it cannot hit because let me see, where did that confusion? That it's not that, it's not the, it feels like it's, if there is something in the code that is preventing him from able to lock on a unit hard, I guess. Don't think it's like parts problem. Like we have tried without, you know, recoil, and still doesn't work. It just, because it shuts off some of the shoots on the side, which makes no sense. It's on Peach Pet. Oh, Peach Pet. I see. Peach Pet. This call was called Anti-Confusion. Huh. Oh, Peach Pet. Wait. Or Pilot Skill. Anti-Confusion. Hold on. Anti-Confusion. Okay, wait. What does the skill do? If I know what the skill does, then I can probably tell you if it will help or not. Linda rolling around. Linda. Use Linda until you have a better unit for Linda. You know, for better unit for Linda would be Ushan at 4-star without weapon upgrade. What else? I guess Susano. I mean, most PY unit, I guess, like, or most better units would, if you, like, yeah, once you get you better units, that might be good in PvE, then you can replace it with, replace Linda, but for now you will want Linda, because Linda have defense break, and defense break is really good in, post bosses, so, yeah. And absolutely can be a tank while doing defense breaking, and it will just constantly be defense break then. Anything you showcase? Anything else you showcase? Arena rank 000. Wait, what if I go into the rankings and we see look at a corpse, guys. Rabbit. Holy crap, wait, Rabbit Squad is at 5 now, so top 5 is 4 rabbits. Oh my god. And a small rabbit at 7. Holy crap. Yay. Awesome. Yeah. We're at 0 and we're at 10! Oh, I mean, yeah, this won't be deleted soon, so... Wait, so this account joined in, and then suddenly it's 10? Holy crap. Oh, OP. Oh, Trinity Wolf have some... Where am I? Hollister. Oh, because they just started it. I'm someone. Yeah. There's actually a lot of Iron Saga players if you think about it. Holy crap. I can see like how much I think. Named Peach. Oh, Peach. Oh, Peach as a pet name. Okay. I don't think so, because it is not confusion that causes the, it is not confusion that causes the inaccuracy, right? It's the, how do you say, it's the aiming, it's the way, I feel like it's the weird aiming coding that it's stopping. Like, I feel like in the coding, they want it to be not too easily hit, but not like, not to a point where it won't hit at all. But then they kind of overboard it, so it kind of just couldn't hit, and then when it tried to hit, it just go haywire and just start wiggling around and trying to hit, but it doesn't work, kind of like that. Yeah. It's still worth to farm as for firework. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. If you get a firework event, just grab it. It's probably just grab one copy of it, or just grab, as much copy as I did, because that melee unit might be one of the best, might still be one of the best melee tank in the game at the moment. So, yeah. Really good. And super cool as well. Holy crap, there's so many things. So cool. Alright. For ranking. Oh, alright, any more questions, guys? Today is so fun. Oh, my voice cracked. Oh god, I'm talking too much. Well, anyway, today is so fun. I hope, you guys... Oh! Okay, so guys, one thing about the Battle Pass, right? Wait until the update, or wait until they update the game, because these are gonna change soon. So, and I think what they changed to is pretty good. So, yeah. I think I've done everything right. I put them in the break up. I put them in PvP and stuff like that. Oh, and then I talked about G1 before. If you guys want to see, right? So go to mode. See, go to mode, increase attack build and decrease at decrease damage. They can blocks all debuffs. So go to mode actually doesn't give you immunity. So that means this move this Dynitra it is actually not able to it is actually not able to what was I saying again? Not able to something. Forgot what I'm gonna say. Oh shit. Alright. Anyway, if no questions. Oh, and then again, if I miss any questions, right? Oh. Yeah, if I miss any questions, right, guys? If I miss any questions, from you guys, definitely tag me on Discord. All the important links is in the description, and I'll do my best to answer it. So yeah, and then again, don't add this character. This character is just for it's just for show. It's just for the stream. Oh, what else? Never mind, I have seen so many freaking I can't get too tired. I've been saying the whole for 2 hours now. 1 2 hours. I want attention. One day I'll get attention on my main account. Uncensored skins. Let's go back to Melulu. And then we can end it there. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Thanks you all. Nothing else. Okay, what? How many people? Well, there's 13 people. Oh my god, thank you guys so much for coming. Wow, we're about to hit 2 hours. Come on, anything else? Guys, anything else? I'm just gonna thank you all so much for coming and staying with me as well. Oh, and then again, this song, the BGM is called Clear Sky. So if you ever wonder what the thing is. And then yeah, I think and this is all the dudes actually. Alright. Well, see you guys. Goodbye.